Okay, so here's question number 2. And question number 2 brings up something that we haven't talked about yet. When you have parentheses, like what we have here, and you have a lot of stuff going on inside the parentheses, we still have to follow the order of operations even inside the parentheses. So you might find that you have to use 2 different checklists for the same problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one of these checklists the checklist for the whole problem, and then another checklist that's just inside the parentheses. So I'm going to mark it like that. Okay, so for the first checklist for the whole problem, we're on the parentheses step. Inside the parentheses, we can check off this because we don't have another set of parentheses inside, which you might see, which means we're on the exponent step. So I'm going to circle this. We're on exponents. 6 squared, remember that 6 squared is 6 times 6, and that is 36. So everything inside that orange circle is going to be 36. And inside that parentheses, remember we could put a box around the part that we're not looking at. We're also not looking at this right now. We're going to rewrite, everything that's inside the box, and we're only looking inside the parentheses right now. So we're going to ignore this part for now. All right, we're still working inside the parentheses. We are done with exponents. Now we're on our multiplication and division. And I see multiplication and division right here. Can put a black box around the rest of the problem. 9 times 5 is 45. I'm going to rewrite everything that's inside that black box. I'm done with multiplication and division. Now I'm on addition or subtraction. And that's 45 minus 36, which is 9. And then remember, we've only been working inside the parentheses. So right now, this 9 came from the parentheses. Now we're finally ready to add back in that other part of the problem, the minus 2. So we are done with this checklist inside the parentheses. Now we're going back to our whole problem checklist. And we do not have any extra exponents. Those are all inside the parentheses. We don't have multiplication or division because that, again, was inside the parentheses. And now we're left with one last part of our problem, which is subtraction. So that's this problem right here, 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. And again, I'm going to circle my answer. So problems like this can be a little complicated because there are so many steps to keep in mind, but I find that the checklist is a good way to organize my thoughts.